142,000 tech jobs gone in 2026, nearly half of them because of AI. This is not a recession. Companies are profitable. They are replacing people. Meta, Amazon, Cisco, Block, Nike, Snap. 30-plus major US companies cut jobs this year, one after another. Same reason every time. 47.9% of those cuts, directly attributed to AI replacing the work humans used to do. The average laid-off worker takes 6 months to find the next job. 6 months without a paycheck. $30,000 to $50,000 in income, gone before the next offer letter arrives. 85,000 tech jobs in Q1 alone. The pace is not slowing down. 41% of companies worldwide say they plan to cut more workers because of AI. Amazon, 14,000 corporate jobs, gone. Management layers flattened by software. Block, Jack Dorsey cut his company in half. His reason? AI changed what it means to build a business. 24 weeks. That is how long it takes the average laid-off American to land again. More than 50% of workers globally are actively looking for a new role right now. The competition for every open seat is brutal. In the next 10 minutes, here is exactly what is happening and what you can actually do about it. 2022, 93,000 tech jobs cut. 2023, 191,000. 2024, 152,000. 2025, 108,000. 2026 through April, 142,000, a 33% rise over the same period last year. The trend that was supposed to ease is accelerating. The 2023 cuts were about overhiring. Too many people, too fast. This round is different. These companies are profitable. Revenue is up. They are cutting because AI is doing the work. Block cut headcount from 10,000 to under 6,000. Jack Dorsey wrote it plainly. Intelligence tools have changed what it means to build and run a company. 4,000 people on the other side of that sentence. Meta cut 8,000 in May, 10% of its workforce, and closed 6,000 open roles. The company posted record revenue in Q1 2026. It is choosing AI over headcount because AI is cheaper per unit of output. Nike cut 1,400 roles, most of them in technology. A shoe company's biggest layoff round was in tech. The automation is spreading well beyond Silicon Valley. Cisco is cutting 4,000 jobs while investing in AI chips and security infrastructure. The pattern is consistent. Capital moves from payroll into AI. The human budget becomes the AI budget. If your job involves reading documents, writing reports, analyzing data, or managing workflows, the data says your role is being evaluated for AI replacement. Not in 5 years, this year. 47.9% of 2026 layoffs attributed to AI. 28% labeled cost restructuring, which in most cases still means AI efficiency. 14% correcting pandemic overhiring. The AI slice is new. It was near zero in 2023. Nikkei Asia tracked internal communications and WARN filings. 47.9% cite AI specifically. Sam Altman admitted some companies are using AI as cover, but the documented number is still nearly half of all 2026 tech cuts. 41% of companies globally expect to cut more workers in the next 5 years because of AI, per World Economic Forum. The same survey expects AI and big data jobs to double by 2030, but not for the same people. IBM tripled entry-level hiring in 2026, bucking the trend. But IBM also flagged the industry risk. Cutting entry-level roles removes the pipeline that trains future managers. The industry is eliminating the people it will need in 5 years. If you want to see the real numbers behind the headlines, subscribe to the Data Desk and hit the bell so you never miss a breakdown. Stay with me. Later in this video, I will show you what the data says you can do. 50% plus of workers globally are actively searching for a new role right now, per LinkedIn. Every open seat has a record number of qualified people competing for it. The market is crowded at every level. 25 to 26 weeks. That is how long the average laid-off American takes to land again in 2026, per BLS. For senior white-collar roles, 8 months or more is common. The clock starts the day the badge stops working. This is not a correction. It is a structural shift in how companies think about labor. Which roles are being cut first? Which industries are most exposed? That is part 2. Technology leads at 85,000 plus cuts. Finance and fintech, 28,000 plus. Retail headquarters, 18,000 plus. Media and marketing, 14,000 plus. Every industry where the core work is information processing is in the same wave. Finance and fintech are the second hardest hit sector. Banks, insurance companies, and payment processors are cutting analysts, compliance reviewers, and back-office staff because AI now processes those tasks faster and without error fatigue. Target eliminated 1,800 corporate jobs. Walmart cut 1,000. These are not store workers, they are headquarters roles. Buyers, planners, analysts, and marketers whose output is now partially generated by AI tools at a fraction of the cost. Media and marketing lost 14,000 plus roles. AI writes first drafts, generates ad copy, resizes creative assets, and summarizes research. Tasks that required a full team in 2022 now require one person and a subscription to an AI tool. Entry-level roles are being cut fastest. AI handles first drafts, data entry, basic research, and customer query routing. Exactly the tasks companies used to hire 22-year-olds to do. The latter is being removed from the bottom up. Middle management is next. Companies are flattening org structures because AI gives executives direct access to the information that managers used to filter and relay. Amazon specifically cited flattening management layers as the reason for eliminating 14,000 corporate roles. Legal, accounting, and compliance roles are accelerating into the same pattern. AI reviews contracts, flags regulatory issues, and generates audit summaries in minutes. Work that used to take a team of paralegals a week now takes one partner and an AI tool an afternoon. 2022, AI cited in under 1% of layoff filings. 2023, 8%. 2024, 22%. 2025, 38%. 2026, 47.9%. Every year the share grows. The shift from excuse to primary driver took less than 4 years. The math is simple. AI tools cost a flat monthly fee. A software engineer costs $130,000 per year, plus benefits, management overhead, and real estate. When AI reaches 70% of the engineer's output, the CFO makes the call. Most have already made it. Startups are leading the ratio shift. Companies are going from seed funding to $10 million in revenue with teams of 5 to 8 people, using AI for customer support, content, code review, and data analysis. The headcount that venture capital used to fund is no longer being hired. 300,000 total layoffs across all industries year to date in 2026, per Challenger Gray and Christmas. The number is roughly half of last year, but last year included mass federal government cuts. Strip those out, and corporate layoffs are running above the 2024 pace. Here is the number that gets buried in every AI layoff story. The new roles being created pay more and require different skills. AI engineers, prompt specialists, data annotators, and AI auditors are all hiring. But the average laid-off analyst cannot step into those roles without 6 to 12 months of deliberate retraining first. The jobs being created pay 22% more on average than the jobs being eliminated, per Burning Glass Institute 2026 data. But they require AI fluency, systems thinking, and comfort with ambiguity. The skills gap is real, and it is wide. Are you in a role that AI tools can already partially do? Drop Y or N in the comments. The answer is different in every industry and every job level. Part 3 has the specific data on what actually protects a role, and the moves the numbers say are worth making. 142,000 tech jobs eliminated. Roughly 65,000 new AI roles created, a net loss of around 77,000. The outer ring is what is gone. The inner ring is what replaced it. The gap is real, and it is not closing fast. The most documented protective factor in 2026 layoff data is AI tool fluency. Not engineering, not coding. Workers who use AI to do their existing job faster are being retained at higher rates than those who do not. Companies cutting headcount are keeping the employees who use AI to produce the output of 2 or 3 people. That person is no longer at risk. That person is now essential to the team that remains. Adding AI fluency to a resume is now a hiring filter, not a gimmick. Recruiters report screening for it in project manager, analyst, and HR roles that did not require it 18 months ago, per LinkedIn Talent Insights 2026. The 12 to 16 week median rehire time drops to 6 to 8 weeks for workers with active professional networks, per Career Minds 2026. 70% of jobs are filled through connections before they are ever posted. The resume gets you in, the network gets you the call. Laid-off workers with a visible public body of work get inbound recruiter contact at 3 times the rate of those applying cold, per JobVite 2026. The market is crowded. Being findable matters more than it has at any point in the last decade. Google, Microsoft, and Coursera offer free AI literacy certificates that take 4 to 8 weeks. Workers who complete one report measurable increases in recruiter outreach within 60 days, per Coursera 2026 outcome data. The credential signals intent as much as skill. 142,000 plus cut, 47.9% because of AI. Average rehire, 25 to 26 weeks. New AI roles created, 65,000. Income gap during the search, $30,000 to $50,000. 5 numbers. One picture of where the 2026 job market actually stands. Workers with 3 to 6 months of expenses saved search better. They wait for the right role rather than taking the first offer out of desperation. The data on offer quality for people with savings versus without is not close. Contract AI specialists are billing $75 to $150 per hour in 2026, per Upwork rate data. For a worker in a 6-month search, freelancing closes a significant share of the income gap, while the permanent role search runs in parallel. Workers using formal outplacement services find new roles 40% faster than those who search alone, per CareerMinds 2026. If severance is on the table, negotiating for outplacement support is worth more than an extra week of pay in most cases. Workers with a written weekly search plan land in 12 to 16 weeks. Workers applying randomly average 25 to 26 weeks. The difference is not luck, it is process. Structured searches consistently outperform unstructured ones across every income level. The new AI roles pay 22% more than the ones they replaced, per Burning Glass 2026. Workers who retrain toward AI operations and data annotation are entering a hiring market with far less competition than the one they left. The workers landing fastest in 2026 are the ones who learned the tool that displaced them and used it to make themselves harder to replace. That is what the hiring data shows. Not optimism, documentation. 142,000 jobs cut, 47.9% because of AI. The workers who came out the other side fastest got fluent in the tool before the market forced them to. What is the first AI skill you are adding this month? Drop it in the comments, and we will see you in the next data file.